Hello students, welcome. And today we will discuss IELTS writing task 2 question. This question recently came in the IELTS test. So the question is, some people think that climate change could lead to a negative effect on business. Others think that climate change could create more business opportunities. Discuss both views and give your opinion. Now first of all, let's understand climate change. Climate change is a change in climate that happens due to man-made activities. What are man-made activities? We have agriculture, factories, the pollution created when we drive cars. So these are all man-made activities. Climate change happens due to a lot of other factors also, but man-made activity is the biggest factor of them all. Okay. So in this we have to discuss both views and give our opinion. Discussing both views, the effect of climate change on businesses as a positive effect as well as a negative effect. So let's look at negative effects first. Increased costs. Climate change can lead to increased costs for businesses in terms of repairs and maintenance. Due to climate change, there would be weather turbulences. Places which have low rainfall can have higher rainfall. Now what happens then? Then there is increased cost. So let's say I belong to Rajasthan, a place where there is hardly any rainfall. But due to climate change, in a particular month, there is huge rainfall. Now what happens then? The city is not equipped for that rain. We can have drainage blockages. We can have, you know, houses can be destroyed because the houses are not equipped for that amount of rainfall. Or let's say I live in a mountainous region and the temperature increases. If the usual temperature is 24, now it has risen to 30 or 32. What happens then? The glacier starts to melt and the rivers widen up. This can cause flooding. So there is destruction of property, and with destruction of property comes increased costs. Second one is regulatory pressure. Governments worldwide are implementing environmental regulations, including increasing taxes. Now, to stop factories from using fossil fuels, what governments are doing is they're taxing those factories. So we have something called carbon tax in countries such as Canada, which are saying to the people, stop using diesel vehicles or stop using petrol vehicles and use electric vehicles. So they are taxing petrol and diesel vehicles. Now what is happening? The companies are passing on that cost to the customers. Companies tend to transfer the increased cost to the customers, leading to price hikes. Now the companies have to make their profit, right? So they will have to maintain the profit margin. So what they are doing, they are transferring the cost of the increased cost of vehicle to the customer. And now the prices of the car has inflated. Okay. Now let's look at positive effects. Business opportunities. Due to increased climate change caused by fossil fuels, countries are switching to renewable sources of energy, such as solar, which is creating business opportunities in the clean energy sector. New businesses are implementing different strategies on how they can increase their profits. So, individuals are starting businesses related to solar energy. Some companies are selling batteries, some companies are selling solar power panels, and some companies are selling everything. They are installing all the solar power panels and are charging the customers for that service. This is creating more business opportunities and thus more employment opportunities as well. Green technology usage. Car companies are moving to electric vehicles which are more sustainable for the environment. Now we have lots of companies that are switching to electric vehicles. For example, Tesla is very popular in North America. Here in India, we have Tata Motors, which are giving out more and more electric vehicles, okay, for customers, and are discontinuing or are looking to discontinue diesel and petrol vehicles. Adaptation services. Businesses are changing their operations, and more companies are providing work from home options, which is leading to lesser cars and thus reducing our carbon footprint. Now we are adapting. Companies are also adapting. During COVID times, companies provided work from home to their employees. This led to lesser cars and thus reducing our carbon footprint. What is carbon footprint? Carbon footprint is the amount of carbon that a human produces by his or her activities. So let's say you drive a car, you are producing X amount of carbon, or you go to the mall via your bike or car, so you are producing X amount of carbon footprint. Okay, so in this task, you have to discuss both views and give your opinion. You have to discuss both the negative effects as well as the positive effect, and try to give your opinion as well. Do you think there are more negative effects, or do you think there are more positive effects? Now here we can clearly see there are more positive effects. So in this case, since the positive effects are more, I can say that climate change has created more business opportunities. Okay, so this was the question. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. So if you like this video, please make sure to hit the like and subscribe button